Throughout history, many empires and colonies go through phases, eras you might say, eras of industrialization, eras of war, eras of prosperity, eras of just so many proportionate things that you'll never really comprehend. Today, we're going to enter an era of recycling, of conservation, things that you wouldn't really expect from a Rimworld playthrough. Welcome to Randy's Revenge, episode 8, and yes, today we're going to start recycling. Things that I didn't expect to be doing with this series is just recycling. But it needs to be done. We are amassing a huge amount of wealth. We're currently at 1.25 million, and that's not good. That's not good because it means the raids that we're going to be getting are going to be more strong, they're going to be more powerful, and most of all, they're going to be more void. What we need to do is reduce that wealth whilst also making the most of what we've got. Now, the best way to do this is going to be recycling. For example, we have a gene pack disruptor. Why do we need this? We could get some materials out of that. We have some lovely smoke shells. Let's get rid of it. Let's see what we can make out of the resources that it was made from. We need to get rid of a lot of stuff and just consolidate our wealth. That is the plan for today's episode. So if you enjoy seeing a bunch of souped up super soldiers with chainsaw hand things, consider liking, subscribing, and make sure you tell your mum about it. Let's get into things and let's start probably by actually making a special room for it. I know I built these massive storage areas last episode, and I think I'm going to keep them just because I've invested so many resources into them, but what I need to do is actually build like a separate storage/recycling area, and I've already got an idea for this. I'm going to try plan it out, and I'll show you what I come up with. Now, whilst we're working on the new area, I think we're going to go through and assigned expertises to colonists. We're at a stage where I'm pretty confident with the expertises we've got and what we can give to people. So we'll start with Jezebel, who's got expertise in melee and social. I think it's very fitting for her to potentially go for social, honestly. So for Jezebel, we're going to go for the negotiating expertise. Gets more money. For Amelia, she has access to the expertise of medical, which I think is very suitable for her. As a medical student turned combat medic, it makes perfect sense. So I think with that one, we're actually going to go for the surgery success chance factor. Now, we haven't really got any medicine. I'm growing some herbal medicine. So in order for us to install as many bionics into people, we need to be able to do it 100% of the time, every single time. And Harry has the expertise also in medical, but I don't want him to do that, honestly. I think Harry, I want him to either go into shooting or melee, honestly. Those ones suit him a lot more, and I think we'll probably go for shooting once it becomes available. And the last but not least, Alana. Alana has got it in plants. Perfect for Alana as our Garanland specialist, so we are going to be going straight into the pruning one for her so she can, look after it all and do it a lot faster. Okay, so what I've done is planned out our quote-unquote recycling room. We have 2 electric smelters on one side, 2 hand tailoring benches on the other side. At the top, I've got 1 butchering table because I'm not sure if I'll need another one. And at the bottom, we'll eventually have machining tables. Now, the idea behind this is that we'll use the smelters to smelt down weapons for materials. We use the head tailoring bench to deconstruct any sort of clothes that we just don't need anymore. The butcher table is because I'm not sure what we will and will not be able to, butcher up from what we find, if you get what I mean. And the machining tables will be just for mechanoids and just sort of basic stuff that we can deconstruct. And then the idea will probably be that once we get to a point where we can do this confidently, is I'll put a stockpile in the middle where things of a certain percentage of quality will be the only things recycled. And now that we're on top of everything as well, I'm going to unforbid the mine and let Merv go to work. And the animate nexus tree that was connected to Alana has been destroyed. Oh, Alana! Oh! She's cut down her own anima tree to grow heal root. Oh, Alana, really? It's because she can't see. That helmet stops her from seeing. That's what it is. And the opium addiction. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, Alana, you're so silly. So silly. When another question arises from the quarry. Now, today's inspiration is obviously a new era of conservation and recycling. Now, what do we do with gene packs and alpha packs? Because we do not have a gene bank, these will disintegrate. They'll just become unavailable. What we need, and this brings me to the raid that's about to happen, we need a volunteer to just store all of these gene packs in. At the moment, I can't build gene banks and everything. I don't have the power for it. So what we need is a person to inhale all the gene packs we get out of the quarry. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. But a raid from the Voracious Blade. There's only 6 of them. This should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's get everybody outside and get this dealt with. And there we are. That's all of them dealt with. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That was unbelievably easy, actually. We are, like, well above the stage of dealing with just basic humans now. But we have 2 survivors. We have Olichite, who has got 21 in mining. Merv, you have a competitor. Christ. But also has a critical passion in construction, which is also very nice. And as a dirt mole, we don't have one of these yet, so we will definitely be kidnapping you. And we have Tuna. Tuna is a baseliner with 4 in cooking, single passion in plants as well. Not very good. Generally speaking, not very good. The nearsighted and the lazy trait kind of ruins this person. So we're going to take them anyway, on the assumption that we're going to make them a sort of mobile gene bank. We found these things on the floor called an Architect Cortex. Now, these seem to do that if you install 2 of them, you get these permanent effects. 25% faster learning, 25% faster research. Really, really powerful, and probably something that we're not meant to find in quantity like we have now. Level 2 as well is insane. I think if we give 2 of these to Benito and 2 of these to Amelia for the medical tend surgery cost and the research speed, that would be like unbelievably handy. Okay, so Amelia has taken 2 of the Architect Cortexes, so she now has a plus 50% research speed, but most importantly, as our medical person, plus 20% in medical tend quality and plus 20% in surgery success chance. And then for Benito, a plus 50% in research speed. I haven't actually looked at his research speed in like a long time. His research speed, interestingly, is 516%. You know, nothing too out of the usual with his 26 in intellectual. Not too bad. And I think for the rest of the Architect Cortexes, we're going to install those on Merv. We're just going to make Merv just an absolute unit. The 50% increase to learning speed for him will be huge. And another opium addiction, and this time it's Merv. Merv, the 94-year-old man with an opium addiction. Oh, Merv. Life is not that bad, bro. You don't need to just snuffle up all the opium. Oh, my God. Amelia is pregnant. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't expect that at all. I'm not going to lie. Didn't expect our Catwoman to become pregnant. Riku is just a baseliner, though, so it's... No, Riku's a Neanderthal. What happens if you cross a Catwoman with a Neanderthal? Oh, we have a transport pod nearby. A gatherer named Garcia. And Garcia is Benito's sister. Well, Garcia. Benito looks a little bit different from when you probably last saw her. What are you? You are a wretch. So Wretch has got unstable mutation, which is catastrophic, which I think means that they change... Yeah, they change their genes every day. Yeah, because they have a mutation. It's not something I really want, because I would like to have this person, ideally, as just sort of a walking, talking gene bank. But, let me looking at the stats, just not that good. I'm going to let Garcia bleed out, honestly. And colonists are gathering to celebrate Amelia and Riku's marriage. Lovely. And now that we've actually somewhat renovated the dining room, it's a lovely place for it. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Oh, and the marriage ceremony's been fought off because Cacole is fighting Amelia. The woman who breastfed you, be damned, Cacole. Keep me out that thin mouth of yours, you friggin' basic bitch. Top 10 insults of all time, I wonder. Wow, that was the most awful marriage ceremony just ever. Did you even get married in the end? No. And attempt number 2, colonists are gathering to celebrate Amelia and Riku's marriage. Hopefully this time Cacole doesn't get jealous and just beat everybody up. And there we are, Amelia and Riku have married. Congratulations, guys. Cacole can also gain an expertise as well, and hers is, funnily enough, in construction rather than melee. I'm honestly surprised because of how many people she's beaten up this series. I don't think the construction honestly suits Cacole. Because of how aggressive she is and how many fights she's caused, I'd much rather have it in melee. What we need to do is be really lucky and get one of those passion givers again, so we can then give it to her. Oh, your excellent prestige cataphract armor is infused. Holy! Oh, the benefits of this quarry. I've let Merv go wild at it again. I should have done it because he's just finding too many good things. You've got a load of void implants. I think I saw some skill trainers somewhere. Yeah, we've got some skill trainers for social here that I'm going to give to Jezebel in a minute. We've got just so much stuff. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We've got some brainwashers as well, which is always very exciting as well. Remove any personality traits not related to your story. Hold on a second. Isn't everybody depressed? Yeah, Amelia's depressed. If I use the brainwasher, will that allow me to get rid of depressive? Oh, she's got no traits anymore. Oh, shit. Oh, the brainwasher didn't individually pick out which trait I wanted to remove. Instead, just made her completely useless. Oh, Amelia's no longer beautiful. She's no longer anything. I'm so sorry, Amelia. But we did also dig up a Pandora's box as well. Pandora's boxes, as if you may remember from the last series, are very interesting. And they just spawn lots of different events. Who better other than Merv? Just open the box, you know. It's definitely a Merv thing to crack open the Pandora's box. There we go. So what have we got? Oh my god. We have... Sorry, what was 1, 2, 3, 4 Manhunter packs and a Mechanoid cluster. Oh my gosh, we've got a Manhunting pack of Arcturian Sky Eels. We have a Manhunting pack of Wolfhounds, a Manhunting pack of Jordan Freemans, and a Manhunting pack of Lions and Mechanoids. Christ. Okay, let's lock everybody inside just for a minute. And then we'll go from there. It's not a very difficult Mechanoid cluster with only 1 pikeman and a couple of auto-charge turrets. Nothing to worry about. Oh, shit. I've locked all the doors and Alana and Harry are outside. Oh, I may as well unlock the doors. Everybody needs to come and help with that, really, then, don't we? Let's get everyone to stand down here and go from there. Alana, good luck. There you go. The last few animals are left to be dealt with. Just a few lions. Benito straight in there, funnily enough. Of course he is. Chainsaw hands. After the comment that said that Benito has chainsaw hands, I show you this. Look at his hands here, handling his void sword. Don't ignore the fact he's gone down, but he has separate hands to his chainsaw hands, alright? I'm telling you, he's got 4 hands. There we go. That's all of them dealt with. So we do have a lot of people that have gone down here. A lot of people that have gone down here. Christ. I think a lot of them are basically just electrocuted, though, rather than actually gone down. Apart from Benito, who is genuinely bleeding out. This should be fine, though. This should be fine. Let's just get him tended, and then we'll go from there. And I guess the highlight of this raid, as I said at the beginning, free food. So much free food. There we go. So that raid has been dealt with, and that was actually probably more scary. Those raids were more scary than the Void raid that we had last episode. I can't believe how much we actually struggled. Oh, God. Oh, when I opened that Pandora's box a minute ago, turns out I actually have 8 Pandora's boxes. Do I open them all? Do I? I'd like to. Maybe wait until everybody's back up, and then I'm just going to open all of them at once and just see what happens. And with the skill trainers in social that I mined up as well, they are all going to be going to Jezebel. She's currently at 16.08 social. Let's see how high we can get it. So Jezebel is now going from 16.08 in social. She's now at 33 social and 20 in negotiating. So what is her trade price improvement? Her trade price improvement is only 12.15%, but that's still really good. Really, really, really good. And her negotiation ability is at 40%, as you saw. An extremely social character. You know, you'd love to see it. From the character from the colonist that once had dementia and was a squabbling mess. The opium addiction is really making her an incredible person. Ignore the fact that she can't actually talk, but we'll go from there. Benito is going to be given a new weapon. We have found a monosword in the quarry. It is a Glittertech Turbo Energy monosword, which sounds absolutely insane. But all it does basically is increase the melee hit chance and the damage multiplier, which makes it unbelievably powerful. Double the DPS than the current Void Sword. So Benito's going to get the new sword. And then I'm going to give Riku his old one. Right, so everybody's now back up and more or less ready to roll. I guess it's only right now that we throw caution to the wind and open up all these Pandora's boxes. Not something I'm necessarily excited for, depending on what we get. Okay. We have 3 raids, a transport pod crash from which is Zebo. Zebo is appearing in a second, and we have a space marine named Loser. Let's accept Loser. Loser, are you any good? Loser has got a critical passion in 10 of melee, and also 11 intellectual, so it'll actually be a very handy intellectual person to have, which is nice, actually. I'm quite happy with that. And as an elder at 65 means that they will be renowned and be happy within the colony. There's a transport pod crash. Let's have a look at Zebo. Zebo is immediately leaving. And it turns out that all these people that have just suddenly dropped out of the sky are all fighting each other. The ogres are fighting these people. We have people down here that are fighting other people. We have members of Void here. God. Oh my god. Zakar Espinoza. I don't know if they're of any relation to Amelia, but holy. This person is insane. This is our first Void member that we've seen as well. And they are being taken on by 16 people. So it's a 16-to-1 situation here. I don't know who's going to win that. So he's Espinoza, the Void member, is going around with a bottle of red wine, beating all of these people. Jesus Christ! Oh my god! Oh no! Look at that man run! That's scary. That is scary. Swords from the Mkalu coalition are fleeing. That's these people here. They are fleeing. Hopefully, we can get our people past this Void member before he beats everybody with a bottle of red wine. Look at that face. That is a member of Void beating in 16 people with a bottle of red wine. Oh, I gotta say, I'm jealous. We kind of gonna have to deal with him, aren't we? Let's get the guys in. Oh no, he's going after Alana. Alana's just too slow. Why are you so slow, Alana? Probably the opium addiction. Oh, Alana's been taken out. Shit. Okay. How are we going to deal with this? So Alana did do some damage to Espinoza and burnt off her left arm. So they'll die. But I'm pretty sure they just resurrect. Alana is being kidnapped. That's not good. That is not good at all. Oh, they're really close to the edge there as well. Alana's gone. We're not going to be able to save Alana. Oh, Jezebel, please. Please, shoot. Please, do something. Jezebel. Shit. Alana has been kidnapped. That's annoying. That is really annoying. It's okay, though. It's okay. We have replacement people. It's not the end of the world. So that's another raid. More or less dealt with. Espinoza is still alive up here, but bleeding out in 3 hours. Like, I'm just going to let them do their thing, hopefully. I'm not sure they'll go down or not. It would be quite nice if they did, but I'm not confident. We'll let her do her thing. Otherwise, that's it, really. We do have a couple of survivors from all these raids and everything as well, but it looks like they are all pretty much bleeding out very soon, apart from this one down here, who is not very good, so we're not going to take them. Geothermal power, the best thing to come out of this episode. It wasn't getting the new colonist. It wasn't getting the Pandora's boxes. It was geothermal power. Oh, that's massive. That means, once we research geothermal power, we can start on the mechanoid stuff, we can start on genetics, we can start actually doing things to prepare for Void. Perfect. And you know what? I think on that note, we're going to call it here. I'm going to allow future Joe, future King All Hobos, to deal with the repercussions of this raid. Today's been a fantastic episode. We've gained so much stuff once again. The stockpiles are overflowing. I've got nowhere to put things. People aren't hauling because there's so much stuff. I've been working on the bedrooms as well this episode. People are more or less getting things. It's just been a loads of raids. Those Pandora's boxes maybe weren't the best things to open, but I'm going to keep opening them next episode because they're great fun. Other than that, it's been fantastic. Next episode, yeah, we're gonna actually sort out power. We can start on the mechanator stuff. We can start on genetics. We can start on the sanguiphage stuff. We can start doing more things. So if you have enjoyed today's episode and are excited to see us make somebody into a mechanator, I'm not sure who, but somebody, consider liking, subscribing, and make sure you tell your mum about it. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.